No, this was actually really abrupt. I just sent the message out that I would do it right after I spoke with Randy. I don't know what's going on that they decided to cancel the original one, but the sale until tomorrow, but I originally had a video for tomorrow and so I told her, "Well, I can reschedule my video to go tomorrow and I can um pop on." So abrupt, right? But that's all right. Um I hadn't got anything planned for today, so um hopefully we can figure out something here quickly to do. Hey Deborah, but I'll wait a few minutes because like I said, this was a rather abrupt decision for me to go on. I hadn't planned on doing a live. Hi Debbie. um I actually had planned on going to the live sale, so yeah, that's was what was happening as far as I was concerned. I thought the live sale was going to go on like everybody else did, and then I mean, we got the announcement and everything. Hi, Linda, and then all of a sudden it popped off and was canceled, and um, so I have no idea what happened. I only spoke to Randy for a few moments, and she asked me if I could please go on. And I'm like, well, okay, I had a video scheduled for today, but I can move that till tomorrow and uh, and pop on quick if you need me to. So that's all I know. I don't know why it got canceled. I just know that it did, and well, like all of you guys know. So I have nothing planned because obviously I wasn't expecting to have to go on. But you know, sometimes things happen and we gotta roll with punches, right? Now I have spoken to Randy a few times lately, and she appears to be not doing too badly, but I'll have to do something. Let me see here. This is yeah. But so, like I said, was sort of abrupt. Wasn't planning on doing anything today. Like I said, I had a video already all loaded up to go today, and I moved it till tomorrow. So so we'll. Hey Bridget. So we'll see what we can come up with to do today. Hey Cynthia. So I'm. Hi Georgina. Just sort of rolling with it, because sometimes that's the way it's got to be. Okay, I have a slight idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but we'll give it a try. Really on the fly. Well, a lot of times they're on the fly anyway on these ones because I don't have anything planned and then I just pull stuff out and play with it, I do have the last of my Found Objects Challenge bag for last month out here. I also have this piece of twisted copper wire that I was showing people how to use the twist with, so I'm thinking I might be able to design something with these. Of course, I'll need to twist another piece of copper wire because I was thinking maybe some earrings. Though I could just make a pendant or something. I don't know. I'm thinking earrings. But I will need a few other odds and end items, but we can do that. We can get it going. So So, everybody have a nice weekend. I hope so. Still not sure what exactly I want to do here, but we'll, like I said, we'll figure out something. I have a slight idea because I had some things sitting here on my desk that I was thinking of putting together for some earrings with my FOC. And like I said, found this piece of copper wire that we twisted once before, and I didn't ever do anything with it. Oh, by the way, hey Priscilla. Thought I'd let you guys see a pretty I made the other day. This is for Randy. Made her a little band circlet with some a little pearl and some emerald pieces. So I just finished that yesterday, and so I gotta let the glue dry a little bit more, and then I'll pack it up and get it sent along with the other things we made for her in Jefferson last week. And so I think it turned out pretty well. I'm happy with it. Hi, Lily. Don't play with anything you're not supposed to play with, little girl. Oops. Lily just came out and is sitting on the table. Naughty little girl. But that sounds like fun, Cindy. Ooh, you got your bargain bead box, Bridget? I haven't got mine yet. Actually, I haven't even checked the tracking. I think it said it was going to be late, and I'm like, yeah, weather stuff, you know. But I had a lazy weekend and just sort of worked on a few jigsaw puzzles. So get some more square wire out. I'm pretty sure this is the 18 gauge. Yeah, it is. So we'll turn down and I'll show you what's left from my FOC. Well, actually, there's a few other little beads. Well, I thought there were. Huh. They would have been in here. Strange. They're not. Unless I accidentally dumped them. Which wouldn't be the first time I've done something like that. Oh, yep, I did. Here they are. I have one of those little greeny colored beads and this big focal, which unless I were to turn this into a necklace, that's not going to get used. So it's showing up anyway. That's good. Well, that's too bad that you don't have yours either, Priscilla. I don't have mine, so because if I had it, we would look at it, but I don't have it. So that's the way it goes. So my thinking is a little bit weird on this. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do, but I do have some did get my wire out. I have some beads out here from the leftover FOC stuff. Hey, Kimberly. And we'll see what we can come up with. I'm thinking a pair of earrings with some twisted wire, which I have one twisted piece. I have to cut another piece and twist it. So let's turn down and see what we can do here. Here we go. Come on, turn. There we go. So here we are. Sorry. Here's my pin twist. I'm gonna get that out. We gotta cut some wire. This is 18 gauge Softflex craft wire square by Softflex. These are the remaining beads from our FOC. I'm thinking with earrings we'll have one of the paves on either one, of course, and then some of each of these to go to each one. So we'll see how it works out. First thing we got to do is twist this wire here. Now, I always open this with my thumbnail, but if you don't have a strong thumbnail to put this on with, you can always just use anything that you can get to go in there. I mean, even like a butter knife or something might work. Get my flat nose pliers. Hold this other end and then twist. That's not in the middle. What are you doing way over there to the side, you baby? There we go. Weird. Sounds like the wind's blowing outside again. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad again. Stop. A few more. There we go. Come on out of there. 2 twisted wires. So what I'm thinking is we'll take the pave bead and slide it into here. You haven't seen the pin twist before, Priscilla? Now, the question is, do I want to put some more beads on here right now, or do we want to not? And if we do, and I want silver because we're using copper. Trying to decide if I like that just with just the pave or if I want to put the other beads on. So, well, I want to have to get some copper spacers. Just a minute. I will go get one. Let's see, we have all kinds of copper spacers in here. We'll go with those. Hi Helen. Where did I get the pin twist? I got it from wirejewelry.com. Let's see if these guys will go on here, though. I didn't think about that. They may not have big enough hole. Let's find out. Come on, you. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. The hole's not big enough. Won't go on. Now, if this was 18 gauge round wire, I bet it would go on. But the square, you know, has the square edges, so it is a little pickier, so to speak. Hey, Becky. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to go on today. It was a little bit of a shock, but you know, you do what you got to do. When they canceled the live, does it work? They got a bigger hole. When they canceled the live sale this morning abruptly, Randy asked if I could please pop on quick. So I was like, oh, okay. Wasn't planning on it. And I have a video already scheduled, but I can reschedule the video for tomorrow since they said they're going to do the live sale tomorrow and see what we can come up with here. There, those fit. Of course, they got a lot bigger hole. Though they're big enough, I'm not sure I want to. Well, we'll see. I don't want to. So if we put this one on, it might just go on without a spacer between. Come on, you. Go back on. Okay. So now I'm thinking I want to twist this up. Not sure if this is going to work the way I want it to, but we're going to find out, aren't we? With the beads on this, it's a little harder to bend, but I'm gonna give it a go anyway. Come on, stay there. Ooh, that's way whacked out. That's it. I don't want it that weirded out. Come on, you go over here. You come down. There we go. So now I want this down further. Get the other one started. These two are pearls. They won't go on to here, I can already tell you. So stick them aside. Now this little plan is about half baked in my brain, so if it doesn't turn out, it doesn't turn out. Stay down there where you belong. Come on, get back down here. Oh, come on. There we go. That one's more oval than this one is. Let's see if we can get it to do what I want it to do here. Definitely still more this way. Not quite, but close. Okay, that's better. You could have Priscilla, because I know that she does every once in a while. So now I've got a choice here. I can do a quick little wrap and just twist them one twist. Or I can get some other wire to wrap around it. I think I'll just do. If I'm going to twist, I'm going to hold it because I don't want it to wonk up. This one went. Back down there, you. what I was thinking of doing. I'm not sure will work, but we'll find out here. Too close. You guys go aside. What I'm going to do is just make a copper circle here, sort of. See if it'll work the way I want it to. Ugh. Not sure I like that. Let's bring her in a little closer. Maybe I like that better. Okay. Now, since this is 18 gauge wire and it's sort of twisted, I'm just going to make a simple loop at the top as opposed to trying to do a wrapped loop up there. So I'm just going to bend this guy over. And I'll take my round nose and wrap around it. Come on. You need to go all the way around. It's a little bit of a wonky one there, but I don't make a lot of simple loops. I actually suppose I could have got my looper out and did it with that, but turn you over that way some. There we go. Now we just have to decide what we're gonna hang it on. Thank you, Cynthia. I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Priscilla. I'm sorry you're not feeling well either, Anita. Wow. Okay, Rose, behave. You're not behaving here. I think this loop is bigger than the other side. I'll have to trim it down some. Much bigger than the other side, so we'll trim a little bit off here. A little bit wonky, isn't it? We can fix it. It's better. This other loop looks so much better than this one, but oh well. It is the way it is. I'm not going to worry about it too horribly much. So now I just have to put them on ear wires, and these guys are done. That was awful quick, wasn't it? Oh, well, we've been on for a half hour, so not as quick as I thought. But just a simple little pretty pair of earrings. This one still looks like it's more oval than the other one, so we'll see if we can round it just a little bit more. That's better. And this one split came apart here. Let's see if we can push those back together a little better. Either that or push this one apart a little bit so that they're more common there. That's better. There we go. So I like them. Like I said, I got to find some ear wires. I may get some. Ooh, what did I do with those? What did I do with those? Mm. Sorry about that. I've been, there they are. I've been separating a lot of things lately and got to try and remember where I put things at. You ever have that problem when you're cleaning things up and this was an excess, it wouldn't fit in with the other stuff, but these are some new posts that I got from Beatbox Bargains the other day. Aren't they pretty? But they're copper, and I didn't have a lot of copper stuff. So I'll just hook this post on here. Oh, thanks, Rebecca. Hey, Tina. So these were I almost forgot I had them. I just went over to my new earring boxes that I just did up, and I was like, wait a second. I know I had something. I gotta go look for it. So. This one's rounder than that one. I wonder if I can get it to round out a little bit more. Doubt it. So now we need some. There's my big copper, but I want small copper. The other day, the copper kept falling out at me, and now it's not sitting here. Isn't that the way it always seems to be? I think this is the bigger size. It is. I should have a smaller size too. Well, there's my antique copper, but not the bright copper. Whoops. May have to use it though if I don't see the bright copper. I would have swore I had some smaller bright copper too, but I don't see it. So we'll just use this. We only need 2. Bring the pearls back up to the little bunch. Now the pave beads were not in my FOC. Those were, I got those from Beatbox Bargains. Let's see here. Now these came with those little rubber stopper things. These guys, the post, which I may put on them because I only have of gold and silver of my normal backers, but or I may just put a silver one on because the post itself is stainless steel, so it's ta-da. There we go. And we'll get I like these ones as opposed to the little tiny rubber ones or the little tiny metal ones because for two reasons. The little tiny metal ones I don't think hold that well. These kind with the little wings around, I don't really care for them. So I usually take them off everything that they come on and put these other style on. I like these better for two reasons. Number one, they got that little silicone stopper, so they hold better in my opinion. And number two, they're a little bigger with that little with the silicone edge. So there's a pair of earrings. And I like the way they turned out. I think they turned out pretty cool. So there we go, a quick down and dirty pair of earrings. This one's still a little bit more oval than that one. But considering I don't think we're going to get it much better. I think it looks pretty good. Come on, turn up. So there we go. So just a few beads, probably a 4 or 5 inch piece of wire, a couple of spacers, and our ear studs up here. I like them too. They turned out pretty cute considering that considering I just found the piece of wire and thought, well, let's do something with this. So thanks, Bridget. Thanks, Becky. Okay, so now that we've made one, let's just flip something out. This is what we have left from our little bead pack, as well as in our kit, the only other thing left, well, there's two things. There's one other bead from the other bead mix, the greener bead mix, because, well, we didn't quite use them all, so that's what's left there. And then this big guy here. Now these do have blues in here, so I could put this in with this, though there's not really any purples in this bead. Now, if I was going to use this now, it would end up having to be in a, I was going to say a bracelet or a necklace, but I wouldn't even want it in a bracelet because it's pretty big, unless I had some other big beads to go with it so that it wouldn't look like it's just sitting there out of place. It'd probably go in a necklace. But I'm not sure if I care for the purple beads with it because there really isn't any purple in this cool bead. It's more browns and blues. So I might, if I were to do it, use this. I would probably take the purple ones out, use those turquoisey looking little seed beads, which look like number 6s. These two are darker color than those other ones. So I'd have to make sure they were sort of if I were to put this like in a necklace or something, I'd want to pull in, like I said, I don't like the color. I don't think the color of these work with this. So let's, actually, I'm just going to put them in with the green one. Think of something else to use those for later. But this looks like turquoise in here a lot. So I might see how well that works with my chalk turquoise. That looks pretty good with that. Hey, Kathy. But Lily's been sleeping up here lately. Got little gray hairs. Okay. Forgot to turn the notifications off. Oh, sorry about that. I think we need silver for this. If we're going to use the chalk turquoise. I was thinking maybe of just making a really quick, could make a bar necklace, or I could just string this up with some silver between and make this into a really quick little, like a, string it on some soft flex and then hook it to either some cord or some or some leather. I put so much stuff away that now I have a few things still out, but not that much. Sort of bizarre. I have somewhere some really large bead caps, but I don't think they're in here. Nope, not in this rack. Though the daisy spacers are in here for going between the little guys. Come on, you come out of there. Some ball spacers to go between the, oops, that's way more than I wanted, but that's all right. I was thinking these guys between here. Right here too. And then the daisies between all the little ones. I still want to find that bead cap though for that. Yeah, I could make it into a bar necklace. Simple. Very simple. Okay. I wonder if these are actually too big. Let's see. They are too big. Well, that sucks. Not the end of the world, just a pain in the rear. Now I'm just going to find my other ones that are slightly smaller. Uh-oh. Where'd you go? Dropped a bag of beads. We don't want to be dropping our bags of beads. Not even sure what's all in here. Ooh. I have to be remembering that. Oh, there's a thing of leather in here. Oh, there's also a really nice rope. Got to pay attention to what I got in my bags here. So, there's two different kinds in here. Actually, I think these are the same kind as over there, so I can switch them into there. And the price has sure changed. Let's see if you fit. Oh, I like that better. Okay, this one might fit better. Or if we think those are too big, we have these. Let's see how well you fit on there. I may use the smaller ones because they will fit nicely, but they won't detract from all of the pretty patterning on this. So, bar necklace is really simple. You just need some wire. I'm going to get some 20 gauge because I think the 18 might be too heavy. Because this one's got actually weird, it's a big bead, but it's got a little hole. So you just need a length of wire, about the length you're going to use. So I'm going to get out about this much. See if this is even going to fit on here, because this is such a small hole. There we go. It fits perfect. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take our wire here. This side needs to be trimmed up some. And I'm going to make a fancy turn on this. So in order to do that, I'm going to take this and we're going to... Now, a lot of times when I'm making a bar necklace, I'll just do a wrapped loop on the end, but this time I'm going to make a fancy loop. So we're going to go over here like this, and then I'm going to take a larger bell and we're going to go down this way. Make a fancy loop. Now, the only problem with doing these on these bar necklaces is that you've got to try and remember how much wire you used on this side when you go to do the other side. So we're just gonna okay, we do have some long ones over there. I wanted to make sure. So, and then that'll slide over here like so. And then we're gonna I'm debating these darker colored ones, though maybe it would make a good transition over to the chalk turquoise here. Yeah, you could work hard in the ends. It certainly wouldn't hurt anything. This is German style wire, so it's a medium temper wire as opposed to a really soft. If you're using craft wire, you definitely would want to. If you do work hard in it, you got to be careful though, because you got to know how much end. This one you could just slide these down and just do it right now. But when you go to do the other end, you have to be careful that you don't smack your beads, because let's face it, they're seed beads, and most seed beads are made out of glass, so you know they'll break. So just go down there. If I'm using 18 gauge, I don't usually harden it at all. I mean, you can, but I don't. So I'm going to put another daisy spacer, and then this guy. Oops. Now see, that opened that up some, and the beads are coming around the corner. We don't want them to do that. So come back down here. I have to push it up so they don't do that. Now, if they continue to do that, I could take a little bit of wire and wire wrap that right there so it couldn't move around like that. There we go. So there's the bar. Oops, I got one bead left off. Naughty me. Okay, there we go. And now we need to form this loop over here on the other side. I actually think there might be just enough space over here. We'll find out in just a second. Oops, don't squish your earrings, Rose. We may need to take a little bit off. Whoa, they went into the loop over there again. We're going to have to get a little wire and stop that. So come on, back over here. When I said just enough, I wasn't kidding. It's actually maybe a little too tight because they keep wanting to go over here into the other side over here, which we don't want them to do. So I am going to get a little bit of 24 or 26 gauge wire, and we're going to go into the loop, and it's still going over there even though I tightened it. And we're going to go into the loop at the very base of the loop, and we're going to wrap it. So I need some 20 gauge or 24. Where'd I put it? I know it's right here. It's probably buried because I'm really good at burying things anymore. I might have to get it out of the drawer. Where are you? There you are. There you are. So we're just going to get a little bit of wire. Don't need very many because we're just going to put a few loops to hold this together so that it can't, the beads can't keep sliding through like that. So we'll just take this, we're going to pull it down, bring this around. Now, to make this really easy, just open this bottom loop up just a little bit, and then you can just wrap into there like so. I'm probably going to do about 4 or 5 wraps. Then we'll close her back up again. This one needs tightened because it's wonky here. Whoa, that was not good. Bent my wire, but that's all right. We'll fix it. They're all over here now. Get over here. Sometimes you have to wiggle your wire to get it to do what you want it to do. So that's what I was doing right there. Open this side up a little bit. One, two, three, and 4. Tighten that up. Now this would have been much stronger if I'd used 18 gauge, but I wasn't sure the 18 gauge would work with this bead. So now we've got these all put back together, got to cut the wires off, and then we just hang this. We can adjust this little thing if we want it to more round it out, and then we just hook it onto whatever length of chain we want. Usually with a bar necklace, I don't make them really long. So I'm just going to cut my wires here now. This one's still sort of, it's not that one, it's the other one. Okay. I think one of these wires may have wrapped over one of the other ones, and that's why it's not wanting to behave here. Okay. So now you just bring it onto a piece of chain. Or if you don't want to put it on chain, you could hook it on a ribbon or a piece of leather or something like that. This one's a little bit more rounded than the other side. So there's your little bar. And like I said, just bring it on some chain, whichever chain you want. Could use something delicate like this guy. I don't think so. I like this one's still delicate. I think a little more chunky. That works better. Actually, I might like this one better. Oops, what did I knock on the floor now? Oh, I am just notorious for knocking things on the floor. So I would probably only want to make it like 18 inches. So we'd want to get our ruler out. This is 4, but it would probably be closer to like 5 if the bow was not in it. But so we want about 6, maybe 6 inches of chain. Actually, I'm going to make it 6.5. Right there. This chain I actually got from Dakota Stones. I didn't even know they sold it. And then I found it when I was looking for something else. And I went, oh, well, chain. I guess we'll have some chain. So, and it just happened to be on sale when I looked for it, when I found it. So that worked really good. So we just put this, take some jump rings. I'm going to get some medium silver ones here. Well, go through our bigger loop here and then our chain. Like I said, you can do this as a wrapped loop down here on this side instead of this fancier loop. And if I'd done a wrapped loop, I wouldn't have needed to put the extra little bit of wire on here because it would have, the wrap itself would have, of course, kept the beads from sliding into the loop, their loops. So something to think about if you want to make one. You can, like I said, just do a simple loop or a wrapped loop on the end. You don't have to do one of these fancy loops that I put on here. I just wanted to show you how to make that type of loop if you wanted to make it. So there's our chain on it. So now it just needs to have its hardware on the back. So hey, Beth. Well, it's quarter over, quarter after. So I'm, like I said, all you got to do is now just put a lobster claw on one side and, you know, the bigger loop on the other side. And this baby's done. Really simple. See, it only took us about half hour. And wouldn't even taken that long if I had done the other style of loop, because this one needed to have some adjustments to it. So just put the lobster claw on one side, and I'll get a bigger ring for the other side. And it's going to be all done. Oh, there's my bigger silver ones right here. Knocked all kinds of things down today. Nothing new about that, right, guys? Clean all that up later. So, put the big loop on the other side. And voila, one simple little bar necklace. We added some chalk turquoise and the silver stuff for this one, but the little seed beads and this one were from our FOC. So 2 pair of things still with the FOC, and we still have a few beads left. Not very many, but a few. So we have our earrings, which do not match our necklace, of course, and our necklace. So let's turn up. Oh, I really need to get that new tripod. So we have our earrings. Ta-da! And I really like the way these turned out. I think they're really pretty. Not quite even up here at the top, but I like them anyway. So there's those. And then our little bar necklace. So like I say, these are pretty simple to make. You could just do wrapped loops on the ends, and then you don't have to do the extra little bit of the extra wire here because the beads can't get through, because you just have a wrapped loop as opposed to this style of loop. I do like this style of loop. I think it's pretty and decorative. And if you wanted to, you could hang stuff from this other loop as well, so you have a dangle going down from it too. But since we used all the beads, the purple ones, we're not going to make a dangle, obviously, but we could. If you had some other beads that you wanted to use, you could make a little dangle to go hang off this this loop here. Thank you, Linda. So very simple. You just string some beads on and you got a nice simple little necklace on a bar. Now, like I said, this is 20 gauge. I probably should have used 18, but I wasn't sure if 18 would go through this big bead, because it has actually, even though it's a really big bead, it has a really tiny hole. So that's the necklace, and again, here is our earring. which we used that scrap of copper twisted wire that I had made as a demonstration in one of the other videos, and just made a second one to make our second earrings. So, and that's our FOC stuff. Now, like I said, the earrings only have the only thing that are really in the earrings from the FOC is the purple bead and the turquoise bead. The pave and the wire, of course, the pave came from Beadbox Bargains. And then the chalk crystal also, the chalk turquoise also came from Beadbox Bargains. But the seed beads and this bead were from my FOC. So, pretty simple to make. I've made them in all kinds of bar necklaces with little tiny beads and just make it a little bar, or with bigger beads and make it a chunky bar. In fact, I think I may have one here with bigger beads. I can get it out of here easily. I'm not sure I can. I don't think I can. I can't. It's wrapped up with something else. But if you want to just make a little one, you can make one with some really delicate beads, just like say if you wanted to just leave this big bead out of the middle here, and just take the seed beads and put them over here, and you can make a really delicate one. I've made them with little crystals before. You can put a charm or a pretty here by doing the chain trick, by taking the chain on one side and bringing it over. All kinds of easy ways to use this kind of a necklace, but making a lot of differences in it. I'm still feeling a sharp edge here with this added wire. That is one thing to always check when you've done something like this is, do you have any sharp edges? Because a lot of people's skin is really delicate to those kind of things. So, and we went over our hour. But really, really simple to make. Like I said, you can make a really delicate one of the bar necklaces just by using little crystals, some little bicones or something with a slightly bigger one in the middle, and make a really delicate necklace that way. Those are fun, and really simple, and they are so cute. And like I said, if you just make a really delicate one, like with just a little section of beading, like with some little crystals or something, with maybe, like say if I'd just done this with the seed beads and just one or two of the chalk crystals, it makes a really, really pretty everyday wear style of necklace. So I think it's time to go, guys. We've been on for almost an hour and a half. What else is new, right? When do I ever not go over the hour? And just twisted some wire to make these guys. So, I'll talk to you all. Well, tomorrow, since they've switched the live sell to tomorrow for Randy, I have a scheduled video, which was originally supposed to be for today, up for tomorrow. So I won't be live tomorrow since the girls are supposed to be. And I would say that I could do my ordinary live tomorrow, except that, as we all know, if we go to the live sales, they usually go into 10 or to the time that I would be doing mine. So I don't want to do that. So we'll see you at the live sale tomorrow, guys. For those of you who do the live sale with Randy. You're welcome, Linda. So I hope to see you guys try these. If you try a bar necklace and you're a member of my My in Rose's Garden group, by all means, post them on the website so we can see. I'll see them. Okay. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. This has been Rose in Rose's Garden doing a substitute for Randy Brown's Coffee Talk. Bye-bye.